Thus did the brave deeds of our three heroes defeat Juggernaut, who had engulfed Realm, and brought to humankind a new world of true peace, completely free of the mist. Children of Realm, be proud of Vaughn, whose home is our village. Be careful. Oh, wow, look who it is. Oh no, how unfortunate, what a terrible blunder. I have sworn take me all the way here, only to find that the biggest hero, Vaughn, is about to leave. Who is this person? I don't remember. That's Dr. Usha. Correct. I am Usha, veritable warehouse of knowledge. Well, never mind that. Vaughn, I want you to tell me why you're leaving. Okay, now this is where we can actually get 4 different quote-unquote endings. There's kind of, I don't know, they're not really that much different. It just kind of affects a handful of dialogue. Now, I am actually going to use the magic of emulators and save stating. So let's press the button there. We've made a save. So now we can actually see kind of what the differences are between some of these. The one I'm going to end up going with is this one, number 2, to see the mist-free world. Of course, one of them to tell Noah my true feelings. That sounds well and good, but personally, I think this is probably one of the worst. I think this one's probably the worst because you get basically no reaction out of anyone. But, you know what? Let's start with this one, just to go tell Noah my true feelings. Oh, I see. How forward of me to ask such a question. Yes, well, if those are your intentions, then it's fine with me. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to write a book about the life of our great liberator. I will remain in Realm to gather material for my book until you return, Vaughn. Those two there, they must be your family, Vaughn. Pardon me for disturbing your saying farewell to Vaughn. Tell me everything outside. What a character you are, Dr. Usha. Very well, I'll tell you what you want to know. I won't wait to see you off, Vaughn, so take care, my son. I'm sure you'll be alright, but take care anyway. Good luck. Alright, so off we go. We get control here. And yes, this is actually the end of the game now. This is the epilogue, basically. And not like the first time we returned here. So this is kind of why I would... okay, that was kind of freaking me out. Yeah, people are kind of hammering on the... Let's see. Can we talk to... This is Ixis, and I want to see if I can talk to him, but I don't think I can. And I guess he just can't be bothered or something. To be honest, I had hoped that you would marry May, Vaughn, but it's out of my hands. I hope everything works out well for the both of you. Good luck. Let me worry about things here. Yeah, that kind of tells about what's going to happen here. If we look, remember this is Ixis' house, and May is in it. Vaughn, I have something to tell you. Vaughn, I'm engaged to marry Ixis. What? Oh, I knew he was named for a reason. Crap. I don't know. Let's be nice, I guess. Oh, thank you, Vaughn. I'm glad you're happy for us. Vaughn, you love Noah, and you're going to tell her that, right? Maybe the 4 of us can have a double wedding. I'm so happy right now, see? Be careful, Vaughn. I'll be waiting for you to return. Oh, yep. That's kind of why I don't like this. You'll see once we get into the other endings, but I guess we can use this opportunity to sort of go around and talk to everyone. Oh, I'm just so happy now. Oh, Vaughn, I didn't know you were there. Did Ixis tell you the good news? Oh, I'm so happy. I just can't help sighing with joy. But isn't it amazing how much the world can change once it starts changing? Yeah, pretty much. Vaughn, Ray, Esto, and Juno, I wish they were still alive so I could tell them. Tell them that we were reborn when the Raseru gave us their lives at the end. That the Raseru gave us new bodies immune to entry and sickness. And I wish I could tell them that my son Ixis is getting married. Thank you. Thanks to you and the Raseru, I can work hard like this. Yep, anytime. Vaughn, as the saying goes, you can't travel on an empty stomach. So before you go, eat a bellyful of this special stew my wife made. Oh, alright, sounds good. Nice tree, eh? I brought it from Mount Rikaroa. Just like us, this tree was tough enough to survive all those years in the mist. Ah, sweet. I don't mind tough manual labor at all. After all, I helped build the shelters of Vidna. Oh, nice. And is it just... Oh, you walk over it. Okay, I thought we kind of walked through. That's kind of cool. You can actually kind of walk on it. Huh, that's pretty neat. Oh, hello, Vaughn. Are you hungry? You want to eat before you go? Yeah. Good. Young people should have a hearty appetite. And we ate the hot stew, the heartwarming, homegrown taste of Rim Elm. Nice. Oh no, you're here too? Oh. I came all the way from Seoul to see Noah dance again, the greatest dancing queen ever. Such an instinct for dancing, such shining talent. And you tell me Noah's already gone? Oh, how lamentable. Oh, the despair. But after living in the big city for so long, I find this simple village refreshing. So I've decided to start a new life here. I'll teach the villagers all the hottest dances. Wonderful, I bet they're ecstatic. Let's check out the little cave here. Yeah, are you... Okay, you're not going to still talk to me about these things, are you? Vaughn, ever since that day, the memory statue hasn't worked. The memory statue must have gotten its power from tea, just like the Seru. Ah, yes, so the memory statue is silent. It's lost all its power. This is preventing us from saving, basically, at the end of the game. So, there you go. Alright, let's head back out and continue talking to everyone. This is cool. I love endings in games like this where you can go around and just talk to people afterwards, you know. I think it's so much better than just going like straight to credits and saying the end. Oh, phew, if only I had a Seru, building a house like this would be a lot easier. You want to rely on the Seru? Hey, I was just joking. I'm fed up with Seru. Besides, now that the Seru Kai's been destroyed, there won't be any more new Seru anyway. By the time we have grandkids, the Seru will just be the stuff of fairy tales and bedtime stories. Yep, and we were all alive to see it. We're gonna build a new Rim Elm with our own hands. Building houses is hard work, but it feels great. Good. I'm glad to see things are progressing back around here. When I was inside Juggernaut, I heard your voice, Vaughn. Yep. Nope, got a guy working here. I can't pass him up. Hey, Vaughn, tell me the truth. Juggernaut destroyed this place before, but nothing like that would ever happen again, right? Nah, don't be stupid. Yeah, you're right. Town being swallowed up like that, that'll never happen again. Don't worry, by the time you get back, the village will look so good you won't even recognize it. Yeah, good to hear. Got some flowers blooming up around here too, it's kinda neat. Adds some color to the village. Vaughn, when you were young, I used to tell you all about what the world was like before the mist came, but now you know far more about the outside world than I do. I've got a new lease on life now though, so I'm gonna learn as much as I can. Yeah, sweet. I always thought they should hide somebody back here you could talk to, but nope. And I don't think there's anything... Oh, wow, whoa, Luctus is here. Good to see you again, Vaughn. I brought Dr. Usha here. You may have heard already, but the Seru are gradually losing their power. Soon, the Soren Seru wings will also become useless. You alright, man? I appreciate your concern, but don't worry. Our Elder and the rest of the Soren have made an important decision. We've decided to live on the surface as ordinary humans. My younger brother... Grannis will have much to teach us about how to live as surface dwellers. Yeah, pretty much. Have to make a pretty big lifestyle change, but well, it's cool to see that those guys are still going to be able to adapt. Oh. Say hi to Noah for me. Yep. Ah, Vaughn, I was just talking with Dr. Usha. We were talking about how the Raw Seru's amazing powers healed my legs, and how everyone in the village feels as if they've been reborn. The Raw Seru have given us a new lease on life. It's a miracle we'll never stop talking about. Fascinating, a most fascinating story. Vaughn Val is a wonderful father and Nene is a wonderful sister. But Vaughn, your face says you want to ask me about the world outside the village. Yeah, let's do it. My intuition was right, as usual. Well then, I'll make it brief. First of all, you do know that no more Seru will be created anymore, yes? Our good friends in Seoul are still experimenting, but it's no use. With Urumai's destroyed and the Serukai gone, no new Seru will ever appear again. What's more, the Seru already here are gradually losing their power. My calculations show that most of the Seru will die off in the next year or so. We avoided the Seru in the Age of the Mist, but losing them completely is another matter. The Soren, the Flying Carts, and others who relied on the Seru may return to the Stone Age. But fine, I have faith in human potential. The human race will never die out as long as we have people like you to carry on Teague's wishes. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, just how much we relied on the Seru, you know, before the Mist came, so they're gonna make a lot of adjustments. I came from Drake Castle when I heard that Vaughn was going to leave Rim Elm. King Drake would like to consult with you, Vaughn, regarding the rebuilding of Legaia. Vaughn, please come to Drake Castle. We need you. The people of Drake all sincerely hope that you will. Yeah, we'll have to make time for that. Hey, look, it's Zalin and Pepe. Good to see you again. It's me, Zalin, jeweler of Jeremy. Thank you for what you did for me. My son Pepe and I are traveling the world together on a jewel buying trip. Oh, sweet. I'm learning the secrets of the jewelry business as we travel. Vaughn, if you ever need a wedding ring, I'll give you a good price. Hey, alright. Always good to have that kind of a deal hooked up, right? Let's see if Maya says anything different now that I've... Okay, nope, guess not. Alright, so here's the beach. This is basically the final area we can check out. Looks like Tetsu's down here. It's been a month already. How time flies. Vaughn, you are an excellent student. I'm proud to have taught you the martial arts of Byron. I'll be praying for your safe journey. Yeah, this guy pretty much got us started out. And I think there's one more person over here. Vaughn, do you remember when you promised to travel with me someday? Not really. Yeah, we'll say yes. We'll be nice. Oh, I'm only teasing, Vaughn. Don't worry about it. Oh, phew. Okay, good. I was just going to be nice and say yes, even though I really didn't. Alright, so I am pretty certain that is everybody around Rimmel. So, sweet. Alright, now, the reason I don't really like this ending, I don't know, it kind of depends, I think. Like, a lot of people... this is really, you kind of have a choice to make here. Really, by choosing that you're going to tell Noah your true feelings, you're pretty much setting May up with Ixis, you know? So, I don't really want to get into... You know what? Let's actually not get into it right now. But anyway... okay, so now that we've pretty much checked that out and we've talked to everybody, I think this is actually, we're going to go ahead and hit our load button, and you can see we're right back here at the choice, so it's really cool. I love that you can do this and just actually check them all out, whereas if you were on a console, you'd have to actually, beat the game again and all that. Alright, so since I said we're going to go with number 2, let's actually go to number 1. Yeah, and he's pretty much going to say all the same stuff, so let's just go ahead and skip on through all this. Okay, so now we've got control of ourselves again. That's awesome. So this time whenever we go up, we see things are going to be a little bit different. We can see May is now standing around here. Ixis is no longer working on the roof, and he's back up here somewhere. I think he might be. Yeah, he's up here. Can't really talk to him up there, but... so this time, really the only difference... I mean, most people say kind of the same things. Like this guy, wish they were still alive, blah, blah, blah. Gave us the... new bodies and all that stuff. He can work hard like this. Like I said, they pretty much all say the same thing. There's really only a couple scenarios that get changed. If we talk to May this time, Vaughn, I'll be honest with you. When I was inside Juggernaut, I felt your warmth, and I was certain that you would come save me. That's why I wasn't afraid. So please, Vaughn, come back as soon as you can, because I care for you. Be careful, Vaughn. I'll be waiting for you to return. Yeah, see, and now that we've answered differently, she's not with Ixis and is able to tell us that she cares about us. So that's kind of what I was getting at before. Really, whenever you choose that you want to go tell Noah your feelings, you're kind of making a choice between May and Noah. It's not like it really matters. I mean, it doesn't really affect too much outside of the game, but, a lot of people were probably into the whole Vaughn-Noah relationship type thing, Whereas a lot of other people are probably into the whole, May is the girl back home that you come back to sort of thing. So, I mean, it kind of, there's a choice there, and that's why I was saying I don't really like choosing the Noah option. But there's actually an even better one than that, than just saying she cares for me. So, like I said, everyone else is pretty much exactly the same. So let's go ahead and load it one more time and then pick option number 2 to see the Mist-Free World, and this is going to be our final option. Byron Monastery, basically, if you talk to May, she just says, I've gotten used to waiting, come back as soon as you can. It's kind of the cold shoulder type ending, so I'm not even really going to bother with that. Alright, so now we have control for the third and final time. Let's head on out, and this time you can see she's kind of standing in the door. Let's talk to May. Vaughn, before you go talk to May. Alright then. Vaughn, so you want to see the world now that the mist is gone? I want to see the world too. I want to go with you. Take me with you. Oh, well, yeah, sure thing. Oh, thank you. This is the day I've been waiting for, the day we finally get to travel together. I don't need to get ready. I'm ready to leave right now. Well, alright. Yeah, it's not like you have a lot of stuff to pack or anything. I'm so excited. And look, May joins us. See, that's why I like this ending the best out of all of them. It's because you actually get to travel the world with May, So, I don't know. And of course, here's Ixis. Going on a trip with a woman? Vaughn, you heroes have it good. I'm just joking, Vaughn. Don't worry about Rimmel. I'll take care of everyone. Go do what you have to do. I'll turn Rimmel into the kind of place a hero like you won't be ashamed to call home. Yeah, little does he know I cheated him out of getting married to May. But yeah, this is the ending we're going to end up going with. Like I said before, everyone else basically the same. So now that we have said our goodbyes to everyone, let's go up here and talk to the Elder. And they're building a nice little fence here. That's kind of cool. Hello, Vaughn. So, you're ready to leave? Well, I have something to ask you. After the village was rescued from Juggernaut and Noah left the village, Noah was carrying a baby, wasn't she? Noah refused to tell me who the baby was, but that was her brother, Court, wasn't it? I don't really know, but yeah, I think it was. It's pretty heavily implied. As I suspected, Court too must have been reborn when we received new life from the Raseru. I know that it was Court who brought the mist into the world, And I also know that Court is Noah's only blood relative. Noah must have been trying to leave with Court unnoticed. She must have decided to raise Court by herself. Noah's quite a young woman. Vaughn, are you about to leave Rimelm? Yeah. Have you said goodbye to everyone in Rimelm? They're really making sure you're done. Yep, we're done. Good luck to you. See the distant lands, the rich world for all humans. Vaughn! Oh wow, look at that. Vaughn! Goodbye, Vaughn. We'll miss you. Good luck. Take care. We'll be waiting for you. Remember, this is your home. And off we go together with May. Love it. It's perfect. And I think once we get out here on the world map, we're not going to get it. We've already lost all control by agreeing to leave. This is it. We're sent into the final events. We're going to run around, see the world, and eventually it should fade. And then... credits. Yes, we have finally reached the ending sequences of Legend of Legaia. So in traditional fashion, as in a bunch of other games do, we're going to be taken to different scenes around the world. You can see Noah's there with Court, looking pretty happy. So, and it's worth noting that these pictures and images you're going to see are unchanged. Like, what option you pick there that I went back to 3 times does not affect these pictures. Like, if you select to tell Noah your feelings, you're not there in the picture with Noah. Everything else is still the same. So... and of course we have to check up on our other buddy Gala. You can tell he's made his way back to Byron Monastery. I guess now that he's not wearing a seru anymore, he's no longer violating the teachings, so... teaching everybody there. Awesome. Alright, so there you go. Of course, the ending we picked had us traveling with May. Kind of like I was saying before, you really just kind of make the choice between Noah and May. Personally, I like the idea of, it's like, May, they've kind of been friends since, like, childhood, you know? They have a really long past, and she's kind of always been the girl back home that we come back to, so... while we have been through life and death with Noah, you know... you got Kira a fish, that's awesome. It's like, while we have been through life and death with Noah, I mean, I just don't, you can't... I don't know, I just prefer the coming back home to the one you love type thing, I guess. I don't know, it's not like it really matters, but just justification, I suppose. But anyway, that's gonna be it for Legend of Legaia. Awesome. Didn't think we'd ever reach here. This has actually been my longest playthrough as far as video length is concerned. Last time I checked, it was almost 22 hours, I think, the total length was. So, I don't know, by the time we upload this, I don't think it's going to push it over 24. That would be quite an accomplishment if it did, an entire full day of video, but... as far as time I've put into it is concerned, it's definitely a lot more than that. And I think if we're going to display our final playtime at the end, it's going to be a lot more, of course, due to all the grinding and all the stuff I had to do off-screen. In total, I probably did about half the game off-screen, believe it or not. I mean, I think our timer should probably be 44, 45 hours, something like that. So, yeah, here's Soul. I really like these images, and I like the credits music, too. I mean, the music throughout this entire game has just been excellent. It gets a little bit repetitive sometimes. A lot of the dungeons have the same themes, you know? But all of the themes are really good. They're well done. One of the better soundtracks of its generation, for sure. And I like the credits music. It's relaxing and everything, so... oh, but yeah, I first got this game pretty much... it wasn't, like, right when it came out. I don't know, maybe... it was definitely over 10 years ago, though. And, I mean, back then, this game, it's actually rather difficult in places. It really is. I mean, I'm sure that you saw it, and I've had a lot of people commenting that have played the game that said, I just could not get past this part. It's like, that's understandable. This game is actually, it can be quite difficult with some of the bosses and stuff. You just kind of have to know what the proper accessory setup, and it's like, oh, I kind of hit my hand on the desk. But it's kind of like your first time through, you're really not gonna know, so it's almost unfair in a way the difficulty curve is. Like the first time I played through it, I mean, I was little too, so you know, it's like I didn't think to put together any sort of real strategy or anything. I just tried to brute force it, and of course met my demise very quickly. So, and I probably ended up cheating my way through it, to be honest, because I just didn't have patience back then, but it's really rewarding, I think, to actually play through it all the way, because there's a lot you have to do. I mean, I spent quite a lot of time in this, and you all have spent quite a lot of time watching it. It's a good game, but it is definitely pretty long. I mean, especially for its time. This was a pretty long game, you know? And I think it's held up really well. It's definitely still one of my favorites. I mean, old RPGs, I'm always kind of a sucker for. I do like the older, the PS1 RPG. I think is kind of like my favorite generation as far as RPGs are concerned. But yeah, I mean, it still holds its own alongside all the rest of my game collection I got sitting over there. So it's definitely a very, very good one. And I don't know, maybe now that you've watched it all the way through, you don't quite have the motivation to go out and get it yourself, but it is a different experience when you actually do it on your own. And I mean, you can use different strategies with different characters and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely a very, very good game to play. It was very well made. There's a little bit of, like, I don't know, bugginess in the translation a bit, as it kind of happens sometimes. People calling girls guys, I think that happened 2 or 3 times actually throughout the playthrough, but otherwise, I mean, the dialogue, it's really charming. Like, you know, a lot of the scenes with Doa were just downright funny. I mean, they really were. So it's got a lot of charm, it's got a lot of personality. It can be a little bit tough and grind-festy. I don't really know what the word would be for that, I just made one up, but you know, if you're into the old RPGs, then this is pretty much just right up your alley. You know, it's kind of hard to beat. So, and I'm telling you what, I would really just download this soundtrack and just listen to it. You know, I mean, I mention music in games a lot. I'm a big music fan. So. I love when there's great background music to go behind the gameplay. It just really enhances it for me. Like, the gameplay can be kind of mediocre. Like, maybe this game could sort of get in spots, like when it gets repetitive with bosses that take like 10 minutes to beat, you know? But if there's great background music behind it, I sort of tend to just kind of block that out a bit. Alright, so there shouldn't be too much more to the credits here. We are, of course, going to get our stuff tallied up at the end. I've already kind of cheated, actually, and beat this game in practice, so I know what the final stats are going to be, so, you know, it's not really much of a surprise to me anymore, but it'll count up, like, our treasures, how many arts we learned. Well, you'll see everything. I'm not going to ruin it all for you. It's actually pretty cool, the kind of things it keeps up with, but... You know, this music, actually, for some reason it's reminding me of Skies of Arcadia. Like, it sounds like this is something that would be played in the ice world, where you get the purple... I know that this has nothing to do with this game, but it sounds like something you get, like, in the ice world with the purple crystal Glacia or something, I think it's called. So, it sounds like something that would play there. It's actually kind of cool. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of time to listen to it. I've got it, like, in my headphones right now, so I can hear it pretty well even when I'm talking, but... Okay, I think we should be reaching the end. Yeah, because it's crediting the companies now. And there it is, the end. Hard to believe we finally made it here, but you knew it had to come eventually. So alright, once you get on this screen, you can actually press a button and it'll fade out, and this is where we're going to get to see our stats tallied up. The big important one that everyone cares about is at the very bottom, and unfortunately 259 out of 260. Once again, I have missed one treasure. I think I might actually know which one it is, too. If I can dig up the footage, I might try to point it out. It was in past Conquerum. If I can find it, I might throw it up on screen here. But yeah, it's kind of cool the stats it keeps up with. There's our time, 44, 48, 48. That's a pretty awesome time to end on. I'm not entirely sure when the timer stops. I don't know, it might be your final blow on court. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure. 890 total battles, 161 escapes. Yeah, I ran quite a lot. A number of times Vaughn never got knocked out. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Of course, Noah and Gala did all those times when I was doing the leveling of Vaughn to get up to 50. That's where most of those come from. And of course, as you can see, we got 22 out of 22 of our spells with everyone, all the hyper arts. Vaughn defeated the most amount of monsters for some reason. That's actually kind of... That's weird. Now that I think about it, that's really strange. It could have just been where I was grinding with him, like at the start of the game. I might have just killed that many enemies, I don't know. And of course, the maximum combo hits, the maximum damage, 58-17 for Noah. She would have been doing a lot more if we would have put one of those War God icons on her. Yeah, there you go. That's all the stats. I think it's cool. I think more games should do something like this, where, you know, they keep track of all that. Like the maximum damage and stuff, that's actually a really cool stat, but... Alright, so I think if we press the button again, it should actually fade out and go back to the title screen, so I'm not going to do that. I'm probably just going to leave it here with this music playing. I love that the music keeps playing too, instead of just being silence. It's really cool. But alright, I think I'm pretty much out now, so I'm going to end it. I've always been terrible at endings, I really have. See, like this, I just keep rambling. I don't know, I just need to, okay, this is the end point, this is what we're going to say, sign off. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to do that now, so it's been a blast. Thank you guys for watching. And all your support and everything in recent times, so it's definitely appreciated, and I'm very excited to move on to our next project. So I will see you guys later. Have a good one.